Welcome everyone. How's it going? Tesla Pumpster is back. Looks like Tesla is coming actually back up a little bit of strength here. Let me know if my audio is coming in okay. Hey Tyler, Suresh, Harry, Marco, Alex, Connor, Libaf, Connor again. How's it going, y'all? You guys were having a nice little chat there. Hey Alex. Yeah, it's so let me pull up the 1 minute maybe. Let's take a look here. Some funny action today. Like we've really just been pinned here. Hey, too many fills. How's it going? We've just been pinned. I mean, we had that news come out with the SEC today, which was just total FUD. I don't give it any credence really. And from there, I think that was right around here where we went down about $10. Just algo trading, right? So in our Discord, Anne is our pin queen. She says 690 is the pin for today. I mean, I hope she's wrong, and we go up to 700. That's why I made the thumbnail. Hey, Sanju, Wayo, nice hair. Thank you. Gaj, let's spin some good juju. Agreed. Sellers have been exhausted. Tesla not driven by index performance. I mean, it's definitely part of it for sure. Hey, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. What city are you guys? What city are you guys tuning in from? Always love to see. Yeah, Connor, we're going to go through Flow Algo as well. See here. They're trying to waste 700 calls probably. See here. 685 on Tesla. Let me zoom in here, make this a little bit more dramatic, shall we? So we can see tick by tick what's kind of happening here. This is not Tesla though. These are the Qs. So pretty much Nasdaqs are living kind of in conjunction with Tesla. Alex from Vancouver. Oh, nice. There you go, local. Connor from Orange County, Amsterdam, Bay Area. Tyler from Springfield as usual. Van. Oh, nice. London. Abel, how's it going? New Zealand. I'd be happy with another 699 close. Yep. DC, nice. Hong Kong, welcome to the stream. Got people from all over the place. About 69 viewers right now. Not bad. Let's stay at 69, and Tesla closes at 692 and 40 cents. No, 694 and 20 cents. There we go. Boulder, nice. Houston, Salt Lake City, LA. Hit that like button, guys. You heard Gaj. There we go. So so if we look at Tesla's option chain for next week, in terms of what we got priced in here, Thinkorswim is telling me we have $68 priced in for next week. If that's true, $68 on 685 represents about actually almost exactly a 10% move priced in for next week. So options are expensive. So, be careful playing weeklies for next week. You're going to need a big move. Potentially this could be signaling a big move coming up, but just realize that they are expensive. Toronto, hey, Boulder again, 69, 694 and 20 cents. Let's go. So keep that in mind. I talked about this yesterday. If you guys tuned in on the stream yesterday, we talked about the Qs, the Nasdaqs. And this is what we need to watch. By the way, sorry, I'm eating an orange. This is like my post-workout snack, so apologize. Okay, so here's what we gotta watch out for on the Qs. Remember, for Tesla to go up, we need a rising tide, right? And macro speaking, the Nasdaqs, I mean the S&P too, but the S&P to less an extent because there's so much rotation going on in the S&P fund right now, just cyclically, right? But if you look at the Nasdaq specifically, these 25 and 50-day moving averages, call it 321. That's really our next big supply zone. Meaning there's a lot of traders, institutions, algos that are ready to sell their QQQ ETF shares or bits and pieces of their stock in the Nasdaq tech stocks. They're ready to sell at these levels here. So in order for us to have a next leg up, and we've been talking about this on Discord a lot. Yesterday we pretty much touched almost that supply line down here, that 50-day moving average, I think it is. So, and you can see we got pretty much rejected off of there yesterday, and today, you know, I think we're about 1.5% down, but still an interesting day nonetheless. So for us to really break through into the next leg of a move, we're going to need to see really the Nasdaq over 323 if you want to be a little bit more conservative. So keep that in mind. You know, I'm actually sticking with a little bit more of cash at the moment, and you can see Tesla really just follows that trajectory really well, right? But I am sticking in cash a little bit more because up until Nasdaq's until the Qs really confirm that channel, I'm just a little bit more wary to get in super heavy. So hitting like equals good juju. Agreed. Yes. See here. So keep that in mind. You know, yeah, it's not even that we need a catalyst, Liboth. Like, here's the thing. The best case scenario is we get a catalyst as macro shifts. You can get a catalyst, and you know, sometimes have you noticed like we get an upgrade, it's really good, but Tesla cannot rally for the life of it. And sometimes we get a little piece of news and Tesla really rallies. The difference usually between those 2 days is either macro is on our side or macro is not on our side. So at the moment, you know, Tesla's actually putting in its first green MACD histogram, so bullish divergence. It's the first one since the end of 2020, and we all know what happened after the new year, right? Tesla soaring from 675 all the way up to 900. So today, if we close kind of where we're sitting at right now, even Tesla's going to be putting in its first green MACD convergence, or I don't even know what it's called, but it's green on the MACD histogram. That's what I'm trying to say. So, you know, in and of itself, none of this really matters by itself. It's taking a broader look into kind of what's happening. So let's move into the 1 minute. Let's take a look here. Other stuff to watch. So the bond yields. I noticed you guys were talking about bond yields. Definitely watch the yields. Crossover, yeah. So I mean, definitely watch the bond yields. Right now they closed at 1.635%. I mean, here's the thing. Cathie Wood herself has said she expects yields to be going to 3% before they get rejected. That's her guess. That's what she said, at least. Whether or not it happens, I don't know. But, you know, I'm more privy to listen to her than to anything I think of, right? So, I mean, here's the problem with that theory is if the Nasdaqs can't confirm, or here's the issue with macro, is if the Nasdaqs can't confirm that 322-ish channel and break above there with strength, and bond yields continue to rise, this could be till the end of the month. Like, you know, that's what I originally said a couple weeks ago, was wait till the end of March to really make a firm decision for longer term positions. Yeah, and perfect time with Power Hour. Had a good day at work, had dinner, done the dishes, enjoying my dessert with a glass of cherry brandy. Nice. That sounds awesome. I am it's only 12 o'clock here, so I can only imagine what dinner feels like, but that's awesome. Thanks for having me a part of your evening routine. Ottawa, Canada, nice. Wait until the Cybertruck gets released. You wish you didn't short Tesla. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone here is really shorting Tesla. When is Cathie Wood's price prediction coming out? She said she hopes a week or two, and she said that on Monday or Tuesday. So it could be next week. I would probably think it probably happens after next week, just to be a little more conservative. She has said that for a while. Agreed. Hey, Charlie. Share price needs more Elon. Yeah, so Elon. So there was some confusion out today where everyone was like, "Oh, Tesla's getting sued. Elon's getting sued." it was a short seller investor who quite literally just sued Elon and the board because of Elon's tweets, because apparently he lost money. But if you look at the timings of when he quotes those erratic tweets, Tesla's gone up since then considerably. So I'm not sure who's paid him or her to do that, or what their vested interest is, other than being short. That's probably what it is. But it's just fun. So the stimulus is interesting, right? So the stimulus should be coming in people's bank accounts. You guys can tell me, like, early next week, right? Because they probably don't come in on the weekend, business days, right? They're probably coming in after. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Does that have an effect on the market? Does that mean people start? I mean, technically speaking, people already know it's coming. So if they have the money, they can front it and invest it. But I do think there's a good amount of people that are going to wait for that money to arrive before they start investing it. Going to the bank today, probably this weekend. I've heard this weekend. I'm just confused as to, here in Canada at least, our banks don't do anything on the weekends. So maybe it's different down there. Crypto will definitely probably get its fair share of the stimulus. Yeah, I mean, to be determined. With crypto now, baby, is I think it's institutional driven. And by the way, we had a great talk on our Discord. Shout out to Emmanuel. I'm not sure if you're watching, Emmanuel, but Emmanuel led this amazing crypto talk on our Discord. We had about a 2-hour conversation about how to buy Bitcoin, how to buy altcoins, price predictions. It was an amazing session that we had yesterday. Hey, Emmanuel, you're here. Shout out to you. Do you think full self-driving button will be a catalyst next week, and do you think they'll actually release the button? I actually just wrote this out in our Discord because I thought it was coming out today, but then I did some digging and Elon tweeted 5 days ago that it should be out in 10 days. So it looks like probably middle of next week, end of next week, if we're being on the safer side. If you want to take it Elon time, you can probably add in another month. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm actually not sure if it's going to come in Canada. But, I mean, one can hope. I'm used to the crypto chat was working. Oh, I missed the crypto chat. Too bad, Sanju. Next time. Direct deposit from Feds expected on March 17th, says Eric. So that's next Wednesday, it seems like. Okay, interesting. I thought the most recent tweet said end of next week. Okay, well, maybe I missed it then. So end of next week. Either way, it's coming up very soon. Like, here's the thing is the amount of attention, and I made a video about this, the amount of attention that Honda got for their autonomous vehicle, a level 3, like, do you guys remember what it was? It was like Honda beats Tesla in autonomous driving, and then first sentence, Elon Musk is scared shitless or something. It was just like, it was just, it was crazy. Hey, thanks for the super chat. Hey, T-Mac, thank you. Missed you in the Discord. T-Mac, thanks for the... Oh, $7 here too. Thanks. So I mean, here's the thing with full self-driving. What is happening? Are these all? Hold on. I don't see it here. Anyways, thanks for the super chats. I'm not sure whether or not it's showing up. Okay, well, okay, I'm gonna have to. I have no idea what's happening. On article was pure spin by Japanese media. Full self-driving will allow Tesla to realize deferred earnings. That's a conversation that we haven't had in a while, actually, Tyler. Thanks for bringing it up. Was the more stages that Elon and Tesla release on their full self-driving, they can then unlock deferred revenue. And I think right now it's at 50%. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, if someone right now buys a $10,000 full self-driving package, Tesla, although they collect the entire $10,000, they only are allowed to declare $5,000 as income. Okay, roughly. Now the other $5,000 they're not, and it goes into liabilities under accrued revenue. I don't know what the balance sheet term is, but it goes under there, up until the point they released the features they promised. So we noticed this when City Streets came out, and another feature came out. I forget what it was. A couple months, I want to say like 6 months ago, something came out. They released it, and then in that quarter, they jumped from 40% recognition to like 50% recognition. So all of that money is sitting there. So what Tyler is saying is, if and when they announce their full self-driving is fully done, which I'm not sure how long that'll be, there's a lot of money stored in that balance sheet of that they can just announce as earnings. So it's you know, definitely interesting as to what's going to happen here. But what I was saying was the Honda article got so much attention. Can you imagine when people, average Joes, can download the FSD beta, go for a spin, the amount of TikToks that will be going out for it? And, you know, hear me out. I know I just said TikTok on this channel. You know, put that away. The amount of viralness that FSD beta will and should get by itself should do a lot of mainstream media news. Like, this is going to be a big deal. Right now, my guess is the reason why it doesn't get a lot of attention is that Tesla is kind of handpicking people to give this beta to. So like, yeah, they have YouTube channels out and, you know, it's amazing stuff that they put out. But I think people are just a little bit less trustworthy when you're picking and choosing who you're giving beta to. When it's just a full-on beta release for anyone and everyone to download, I think all of a sudden that has a different effect in the market. At least that's what I think. NP Solutions, how do I contact you about the Discord? I've been donating for a few months. Oh, just really easy, NP. Just log into your Patreon account. That's where you're supporting the channel. By the way, thanks for the support. Log into your Patreon and go to integration settings. I have instructions in Patreon, but go to your integrations. Just connect your Discord. That's all you have to do. And then all of a sudden when you log into Discord, our server should show up. I'll hit that pin. How does a stock get pinned, says Harry? So basically the theory of pinning, and, you know, with, you know, when volume is this low, volume is at 30 million right now, so it's not terribly high. You know, there's more of a degree of a pinning, but when Tesla has 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 million shares traded, I really don't know if the market makers have that much power. But the theory of pinning it here is, if you look at my screen, you'll see open interest as a column right here. Open interest is how many shares or how many contracts outstanding are there for that call or put. The theory of pinning is that market makers are the ones selling us these contracts, so they're incentivized to close the most amount of contracts worthless, because if they sold it to us, then obviously the most profit they can get is if it expires at zero. So, you know, looking at open interest, you could potentially try to pin. And obviously, here's the problem with, here's the problem I have with looking at open interest for pinning, is that we already know that the whole numbers are going to have the most open interest, right? The 650, the 700, the 750. We already know that those are going to be the biggest ones. For us to discern which ones other than those are significant, it's just tough to say. So, also a good vector. Hey, in the money. Also a good vector for mainstream media to demonstrate how dangerous autopilot is. Could go both ways in the media. You know, that's a great point. And I did get a couple comments about that. That's a great point. I guess I believe, and I'm on the side of, well, if we are really going for a public beta, there probably is a degree of like confidence that they might have into that happening. Like, my guess is the reason why they've been picking betas, FSD beta people, is, you know, so it doesn't go into the hand of a short seller, into the hands of a short seller or something. But yeah, good point. Good point. Tom says, how do you get open interest displayed on Thinkorswim? All right, we're going to turn this into a tutorial. So if you go to your trade tabs and you see all your option contracts, just hit the layout section right here, and you should be able to customize this to whatever you want. Just add open interest in there. Looks like Tesla's ramping back up. A break of 688, and let's see if we retest high of days. The high of the day is, let me just check here. The high of the day is on Tesla 695. Let's call it that. So let's see why can't we? And I think the sun's about to come in my face, so that's good news there. Tesla's about to break above these supply zones. Let's see how the Qs are doing. Nasdaqs are looking good. Let's do it. Let's go green. Bitcoin to 80K, says crypto. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of sold on Bitcoin hitting 100,000 this year after our call yesterday, our crypto chat. Hashtag release the button. Agreed. Is there a way to get Thinkorswim in the EU? Yeah. I mean, I'm in Canada. Here comes Tesla. Here comes Tesla. 689. 689. Let's go. Let's get some green candles up here. In the money. Just Google Thinkorswim paper trial, and you can download Thinkorswim on a paper account for free. Here's the thing. You know, you didn't hear this from me, but you can put in your US address and you'll get it. That's fine. Will tech get clobbered from interest rates again? So I mean, there's two kind of interest rates you're talking about here. One are bond yields, and the other one are the Fed rate. I don't think the central bank is going to be increasing interest rates anytime soon. They said that. I think they're going to continue to increase their balance sheet. Tesla's roaring up here just in time for our little power hour algo time. Okay, but will tech get clobbered again? It's highly likely that if yields keep going up, that's definitely a possibility. Some sun emojis. Nice. Hey Trong, welcome. Happy Friday, Ash. I just smashed the like button. Appreciate that, my friend. My Starbucks address. Exactly. Exactly. Any options coming in? Oh, yes, Flow Algo. Flow Algo. Let's do it. Hey, and Marco. Welcome, guys. Let's check out Flow Algo. Let's see what we got going on. Got it on my screen. Okay, here it is. So the only two things we've seen today on Tesla are pretty boring. We've had a split and a block, both on the call and put side. Really don't give this much credence altogether. Let me just refresh to see if nothing else has come in here. Yeah, nothing's come in, which tells me that today is really quiet. And obviously that's kind of a no-brainer. It doesn't really tell you much, but I think it's important that if volume is really low, we're not really seeing that much option flow come in. This could be, and we're down today. This could be potentially a really good sign for next week. Because remember, something going up vertically, really high volume, and then selling off on lower volume is a bull flag. And let's see if that comes to fruition. But in terms of other sweeps that we had some Apple sweeps, really small. Some Airbnb. Airbnb is going crazy. We've had a lot of sweeps for Airbnb. SPCE. I think some of you guys watching are in space or in Virgin Galactic. Sorry. We had a $200,000 call sweep come in a couple hours ago for 47 strike calls for April. And then a bunch of no-name stuff. To be honest, I don't really pay attention to a lot of stocks. So some bingo put sweeps. That's not good. I'm long bingo. Why am I long bingo? I have no idea. Don't ask me. Some lift. Jesus Christ. We had a $6.9 million call sweep for 65. They're pretty much at the money call sweeps. Wow, that's kind of nuts. 0.9 million. I wonder if it's skyrocketed today. But really nothing else. Like, it's been kind of a boring day. If we check out SPY, we had a call sweep earlier today, really small volume, like almost nothing. We did have some equity. So if you look at this red section here, if you look at the red section here, these are equity blocks and dark pool prints. What this means is exchanges or institutions, can trade between each other off the table, off the open market, so they don't move the stock price that much. And we see equity block trades and dark pool prints all the time for stuff like SPY. The biggest and most recent one that we've seen was actually not that long ago. It was a big 168 million dark pool print for SPYs at $393. So the way to look at that is if SPY closes today Above 393, that's bullish. If it closes below, then that's bearish. So that's going to be interesting. And so what that means right now with SPY being, you can see on the side of my screen there, 393 on pretty much on the dot. That means that market's choppy, it's undecided. We don't really know what direction we're going to be going into yet. So thanks, Tyler. Yeah, I got some spam silver coin stuff. Amazon's looking good, says Ivan. Let's check out Amazon. Amazon, any day now, if they split, I'll be happy because I can trade it with size again. Until then, like, I'm gonna have to need a bigger account to really play some big wig money on this. Amazon is looking good though. If we check out the daily, it's been super oversold for a while, and it's really just done nothing other than the last kind of breakdown we've had. Again, I still think 4,000 by end of the year is my personal price target on this, with or without split. But definitely it should get there way faster with a split. You know what I was thinking? I was looking at today was, if you guys check out, because this is Tesla graph, this is Tesla's chart. Tesla's chart is oddly similar right now to when it sold off right after the split. So if you guys remember, I'm not sure if you guys do, we split in August, and right after the split, and I'll pull it up right here. Right after the split, we tanked from, and they also did a fundraise, if I recall correctly here, from 500 all the way down to 334. We hit the 50-day moving average, and then we bounced off of it. But it's following that trend very similarly, for different reasons altogether. But we've had one major down day, and then we've kind of stagnated before, we broke forward in September, and then we kind of consolidated for a while. And if you look at the chart right now, we've sold off considerably, had a massive green day. Now we're consolidating a little bit, potentially for another break up. Past doesn't necessarily, mean that it's going to happen in the future, but it's interesting to see that the price action is very similar. So Tesla's at 689 at the moment. Looks like Ann's guess of 690 pin is probably pretty correct at the moment. But remember, we started the week really low, so it's been a good week at the end of the day. Connor says, buy a Tesla Leap today or next week. Undecided. It depends. Here's the honest answer. The honest answer is, other than this is not financial advice, the honest answer is when you buy Leaps, you really shouldn't worry about day to day. But yeah, you still want to probably time it properly. I would say, really, like what I told my dad the other day was, let's wait until options expiration next Friday. Let's wait until then, because and again, it's quadruple witching week next week. I can make a video about that. But let's wait until next week's kind of over with to see the last maybe shakeout that they have, because I really don't think they're going to run with everything next week, probably. I still expect some chop next week. Doesn't mean that we're not going to have green days. But I think the next leg in this bull market probably is going to happen after options expiration next week, after quadruple witching. But, here's the thing. Like, when you're buying the Leap, anything can happen with Tesla. We've seen it this week. So as long as you buy yourself enough time, not a big deal. 695. No, we're at 689 at the moment. Do I recommend Tesla or margin? Michael, I don't recommend margin, personally speaking. I know a lot of people use it. I don't use margin. I don't use margin because it keeps me honest in my trading. It keeps me not super leveraged. It keeps me sane. Whenever I've been over leveraged, with or without margin, I've been more emotional with my trading. When I'm more emotional, I make shittier decisions. That's the thing. Do you think ARC report will come before or after quadruple witching? That's a good point. I never really considered that. I would say I mean, you know what? It probably makes sense for them to wait after quadruple witching. No, I mean, like they probably have some stuff that's going to expire and reset, and probably going to be a busy trading week. Why not release it Friday afternoon? Yeah, probably not. Probably not too far off. I'd probably guess. To why own tech at all right now if bond yields are going to slam again? Because no one knows for a fact, and I mean, time in the market always beats timing the market. So maybe bond yields don't go up for the next month, but we rally 20% up from here. And when bond yields do hit 3%, you know, we only correct 10%. So, you know, who's to say, right? Options are a better form of leverage than margin. Right. ARK's report will contain Tesla's price target. Yep, agreed. It will. Nice, Casey. Nice job. Marco, so in February 2020, Tesla stock jumped 20% after ARK report. Would be nice to surpass that. Do you know what day that was? I can go back and check it out, but I'm interested to see if that move was solely, was that February 2020? That must have been when we hit $1,000 plus for the first time, I think, right? When Tesla really mooned, because you know the first time Tesla really mooned was agreed last February, right? Or last January. So Miles just joined. Why do you think yields are so high? I mean, the technical answer to that is yields are high because people aren't buying bonds, or people are selling their bonds, which is decreasing the price of bonds, which increases the yield. So why aren't they doing that? I don't know, because you know they hate us. That's why. Yeah, so Tesla's looking pretty stable here at 690. If we check out the options again for next week, if we go to one standard deviation away on the call side, we get to about $5.40 on the call side. And if we go to the put side, one standard deviation gets us to $4. So it looks like we're call bias actually for the first time in a while. There's more people buying calls and puts for next week. So I mean that's interesting. I think this entire week actually we were opposite. Puts were way more expensive this week. And let me just take a look here. And looking at the chain right now, the 690s for half an hour are selling for $2. And the 690 puts are selling for $3. About $5 worth of a straddle there. If you think Tesla will move $10 or $15, well, there's your alpha right there. You can buy a straddle. You'd have to get out of it really fast here. Where's my Interactive Brokers position? I've got my phone here trading on the side. I'm just going to take a look to see if I've positioned everything properly for next week. Square, let me check out Square real quick here. Square is holding strong, man. Square is just a beast of a stock. Just a beast of a stock. Let's see here. Square is $1.50 away from being green on the day. Super strong. You know another stock that was pretty strong today that I'm not sure where it's sitting at right now was PLTR. Palantir, despite all of the stuff that's happening with tech, was green for many points of the day today. It was also red when I checked, but again, it's green right now. Palantir, there's someone secretly buying a lot of Palantir right now that you're going to hear about probably later. Because the amount of, and let me just check maybe the volume on Palantir if I can. I own shares of Palantir, 52 million in terms of volume on Palantir. So, I mean, interesting there. So, something to watch out for there. I just own shares. I don't own. I honestly, looking back, I should have bought Leaps, but whatever. FUV as well. Ivan's favorite stock, Arcimoto, made him millions of dollars. It's lost me a lot of money. Just kidding. But Arcimoto is back at $20. It looks like. Still a long way to go from highs of 36, but the market cap is tiny on this one. Actually, it looks pretty decent, technically speaking. I mean, there are some supply zones up here, but we're only $2 away from there. If we look at Neo doesn't look terrible right now. It looks like it's curling back up on the 1 hour, I think. 47. Well, no, actually, it looks better on my Interactive Brokers graph than it does here, because the supply zones here are all the way up to a max of $54. So we got some room here, but NIO is one of those stocks that where, you know, it can go up 10 or 15% in a day. That's just the nature of NIO's beast. But I do think it was quite oversold for a while. Here's the thing, everything was oversold for so long, but did anyone have any cash left to keep buying? Like at a certain point, it was like, God damn, like, you know, this keep dipping. Like, you know, how much can I buy? Tesla keeps going up, 690 at the moment. Tyler, my Archimoto sold puts are safe. Nice, buy them back. Buy them back. Stuart bought into Archimoto, $7. Whew, nice move. Hope you're holding. Looks like Tesla wants to rocket here for a little bit. Make this a little bit more dramatic, shall we? Like, the thing is, I can make this as dramatic looking as I want. Look at that big green candle right there. But in reality, it's really only like, what, 20 cents? Like, no, it's $1. It's $1. It's $1. It's not bad. S&P is green, says Harry. You check. S&P is green, yep. But the thing is, I want the Qs to be green, and the Qs are sitting at $2.50 below for the day, but they are going up. The Qs are going up. You're right. Let me check this out. Let's check the time frame setup on this. Let's do 15-minute for the day, and let's over. What day is it today? 12. Okay, there we go. Yeah, looks like the Qs are rocketing into close as well. We might get a little run here into close. 690 on Tesla. There we go. Amazon 3100. Jeez. Yep, Amazon's the 3100 almost. Monday is Moon Day. I hope you're right, Gentry. I hope you're right. Welcome, by the way. Hope your work's been going well. The feeling that you've been buying the Tesla dip since mid-February and it kept dipping. Yeah, I feel... Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got some action here on Tesla as I get blinded by the sun. FYI, Marco posted the ARC data. Oh, let me check. Sorry, not great with these comments. January 31st, ARC report came out. February 3rd, it jumped 20%. So I'm guessing that's the Friday to the Monday, right? Okay. Thanks, Marco. So 31st, 20%. That's a lot. Let me try to check what Tesla was actually at on that day. Let me move my little mini chart over. He doesn't want to come. I'll check it later. Our pivot point to the upside, let's realize, is 694. So that's really what Thinkorswim is signaling as the difference between bullish and bearish, not really us being green or not. So, you know, if we can break this 690 pin, potentially we can get some upside into close. But I mean, I'm still happy with the week that we've had on Tesla. Hopefully you guys didn't sell out. The sun is coming. Sun boom is coming. Take a look. See here. Huh, interesting. There we go. So it looks like for next week, I'm just looking at my portfolio. I got my stupid Archimoto expiring next week. Whatever. It's already worthless, but I'm going to hold it just in case, you know, you never know. I've got my insurance puts on the Nasdaq as usual. I've got Zoom for May. So so really, other than the Nasdaq and Archimoto, I've got nothing expiring next week. I am in Zoom for May, and that's a shot in the dark S&P play. Not a lot of money I put into that. I've got my Square. So what I did with Square was I bought back some of my Leaps for a profit. I locked in a profit, and then I rolled out further out the money on my Square. And then I bought some more Square yesterday for June out the money. And those are up 15%, so not a lot. So I am holding Lemonade for September, pretty much at break even at the moment on Lemonade. These calls that I bought on Lemonade were worth like $40 at some point. So, and I paid like I paid $7.50 for them or something. So, I mean, and Lemonade is such a small market cap company that, you know, it could potentially go up super fast. Tesla, still got my September leaps. And then I have a bunch of shares. So IPOF, man, I'm bag holding on IPOF. I'm actually considering putting more money into PSTH. By the way, check out, if you guys haven't heard of PSTH, check out PSTH. There's a really good subreddit on PSTH. It's the Bill Ackman SPAC. And the reason why I'm really interested in it is because the warrant structure that he's put into that SPAC is really investor friendly. Not like retail investor friendly, because they can't sell out really fast. And on top of that, he's eyeing a unicorn in that. On top of that, he said that there's going to be no rumors, nothing coming out until the DA is signed, until the definitive agreement is signed. There's been rumors of Starlink. I don't believe it, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's been rumors of Stripe, as we all know. There's been rumors of Subway, some other stuff. But I am big on I'm pretty big on PSTH. It's trading at $29 right now. Check it out. Do some DD on it. See what you guys think on it. I got an orange Castro. Let's see here. $690 is really where we're sitting tight on. Let's not forget, this is the 1 hour graph for Tesla this week. A lot of money was made from here to here, and a lot of theta was burned between those. So, also check this out for a second. I'm just realizing this. It looks like we just, for the first time this hour, have broken out of these moving average trend lines. Actually, we're broken above these after wedging for the last day or so. So potentially this could be signaling something on the upside. We haven't gone green on the MACD histogram yet, but that's what Monday's for, probably, as Gentry says. Monday's Moon Day. So, but you know, we're still looking at 694 as kind of our pivot point to see what happens here. I'll check flow algo here in a second as well. Marco, I have PSTH and March call strikes 25 and 30, still green. Nice. So March 19th, I would consider rolling that out, because Bill Ackman, although they said they're targeting Q1, a lot of people are thinking it could be Q2. So if you have calls, those are going to go, you know, I'm not sure if they're in the money or not, but I would consider rolling them out or buying shares. Tyler, Yash, please say hi to my daughter, Kennedy. Hey, Kennedy, how's it going? Your dad, Tyler, is awesome. I'm famous. I'm not famous. But thank you. What happens to option premium if you hold over the weekend? Okay, great question. So option premium, for the most part, it doesn't work like, oh, let me sell something on a Friday and I'll collect theta on a Saturday and a Sunday, and Monday's a stat. It's usually priced into everything. So if it's a shorter weekend, you're going to see that theta tailing off towards the end of the week. On the Friday-ish. So there's no real alpha to be made. And there's, sure, you can find research papers on this, but there's no real alpha to be made there. So Fremont had a fire last night. You guys don't know, but it looked like it was just an oil and water fire. No injuries, no nothing like that. So everything was fine. But of course they were going to spin it up to be this big thing. Let me get my flow out here. Jeez. Okay, so flow algo wise, really nothing else is happening. Nothing else is happening here in the market. It's kind of a slow market day. It's a slow market day. I mean, people are gearing up for quadruple witching next week. We're going to see massive volume the entire week, probably next week. So just realize that. It's okay to sit in cash. Cash is a position. Just realize that. So quadruple witching next week is going to be interesting. I think people are just getting ready for that right now and seeing what's going to happen. ESTH options go all the way out to 2023. It's way longer than most SPACs. Square looks like it broke. My trigger just went off for Square. Square looks like it went green on the day. There we go. If Ivan, you're watching. Exciting. Take a look here. Indeed it did. There we go. Square is green officially on the day. So maybe that means everything goes green here, and that's a telltale sign. Let's see. We're about let's call it $9 away from being green on Tesla. The Nasdaqs are $315.33. If I pull that up on my screen here for a second, here are the QQQs. Let's pull up the 5-minute graph. Let's see what we got going on here. So it looks like we broke above this kind of trend line at 1210. Since then, we've kind of gone up, but sold off here. Let's check the 1 minute to see if we're rallying. Doesn't look like we are yet. So okay, so it looks like 690 is probably where we're going to close at, barring a huge spike on close. In terms of options, sweeps, nothing really big happening there. So consider selling. I mean, I've said this for a long time, for the last couple of weeks, is, in this market, until we get a general direction, selling premium might be the way to go. There's a lot of premium to be had, but at the same time, certain stocks have such a low premium. NEO has an IV rank of 6 right now. PLTR has an IV rank of 8 right now. Tesla has a 39 IVR, 52 week, but 39 is not amazing. Really, nothing has an amazing IV rank at the moment. The highest IV rank on my watch list is, let's take a look here. Lemonade is at 41, but who wants to be shorting premium on those bid asks? GME's at 53. I am not touching GM. I'm not selling GME calls or puts. No, thank you. And then Tesla. So there's really not a lot of premium to be had in this market at the moment. So there's chop, but premiums are low. It's just weird. Hey, Arul, you made it to our stream. You've been having some difficulties. Monday's Moon Day because Wall Street lagged to news and retail get their stimulus checks. I hope you're right. My account has been cycling between red and green all day. Now it just broke above 0. Nice, Jen. Yep. Mine is, let's see here. Lemonade is just crazy. Like, lemonade can be a couple of dollars here and there, can make a huge difference with these leaps. Just nuts. I wouldn't want to be selling Neo Premium right now. No, absolutely not. Mellow Yellow, IV rank is a custom script on Thinkorswim, right? It is. Yes, you're right. I'm looking at my Interactive Brokers, so that's why I have it. But yes, if you Google Thinkorswim IV rank script, there's a Tasty Trade website. You can install it yourself. Hey, Fee, thank you, man. What put options on Q? Graceman's asking. So basically, the Qs are the Nasdaqs. You know that. I'm buying insurance puts on my account by buying puts on the Nasdaqs. That's what I'm talking about. Don't know about semiconductors too much. They'll have to pry my GME for my cold diamond hands. Nice. In the money. Click the like button, guys. 346 people. Hey, 358 people watching. Nice. Appreciate that, y'all. That's what trading sideways all day. Doesn't really bother me. Love the stock. Love the company. Absolutely. Yields are going up. Powell's giving his glorious speech next Wednesday. This might cause the market to crash. I mean, I wouldn't really put too much weight into what Powell has to say. I think we all know what hand he's dealt. He's just going to say the same things over and over again. I'm not increasing rates anytime soon. We're happy to go above 2% inflation for a while. We're going to continue to increase our balance sheet and buy back 80 or 90 or $100 billion worth of securities. So I really don't know what he's going to say that's going to make a big difference. So I think the market has positioned it in a way where they can scare us out of our positions when, you know, Powell's coming on, blah, 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 but really not, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Parker. Army Joe, what do you think about the green energy bill in Tesla? So I'm thinking you're talking about the Green Act. I put a video yesterday out on the Green Act. If you guys want to check it out, likes are good juju. Absolutely. It's going to be amazing for Tesla. You know, here's where I was debating this a little bit. You know, I always here's what I think, and here's where I might be wrong. I think Tesla's production constrained to the extent where even if they get 1 million more orders, it's not like they can make more. Smarter minds than me have said and debated on the other side of that, like Troy Teslike on Twitter. He said, yes, Tesla is production constrained to an extent, but really Tesla does a good job of hiding their hand as to fine-tuning their production to their demand. Meaning, if demand really does take that next tier up, that they're going to be able to produce a lot more given what they have in the same amount of inputs right now. And if that's the case, and he's right, then this could be a great boon to the stock. Here's where my alter ego side comes in, okay? Hear me out. I almost feel like the Green Act is going to disproportionately help the GMs, the Fords, the Chryslers, just the legacy auto a lot more, because they're really fighting for profitability. They're fighting for production. They need those credits to even stay competitive. Shall I even say to stay afloat? So if we're talking about disproportionate help, like marginally speaking, I would say marginally this probably helps the legacy more, but it still probably helps Tesla. But that also, part of me is also like, who wants to buy a legacy EV? By the way, I've probably said this, and if you're old to the channel, you probably know. But you know, I've gone through the process of researching EVs. I had a Nissan Leaf, our family did. We drove pretty much like every EV car out there, the Chevy Bolt, the e-Golf. Nothing really compared to when we test drove the Tesla Model 3, even though it was considerably more expensive. So that's what kind of my thoughts are on the Green Act. I hope that makes sense. I'm selling puts on Tesla as it trades sideways. Didn't think about IV rank until we talked about it. I like selling premium on Tesla because I know the stock. Yep. The question is, like, just make sure that you're getting paid enough to take that risk on, right? That's all it is. That's all it is. Army Joe, but if I'm looking at all EVs and I know I get 7,500 back, then I'll buy a Tesla all day. Yeah. Now, unless if you wanted to already, because I think the difference between a Model 3 in Canada, at least, and a Chevy Bolt is about 10,000. So if I wanted $7,500 less on both, I mean, potentially you can get a Bolt for 20. I mean, not 20 grand cheaper. I guess they're same thing. Yeah. So we'll see. But nonetheless, nevertheless, this is great for electrification. And if it moves the industry forward, Tesla is going to benefit from that nonetheless. And we shouldn't be here salty about other EV car makers finally somehow making a profit, because, you know, Lord knows that we need more good electric car options out there. It can't just all be Tesla, right? Like, there's no way we live in a world in 20 years where the only cars that sell on the road are Teslas. Like, that would not be a good marketplace. We need perfect competition. I say that as I'm highly leveraged in Tesla, mind you. I still think they're going to. What could be the next catalyst for Nasdaq correction? I mean, I would say bond yields are the biggest thing. Are they giving EV credits to hybrids? No, to my knowledge, no. I think it would be pure EV plays, but I could be wrong. What do you think about iron condors for downside protection? I don't think iron condors are your downside protection. I think if you sell call verticals, that's your downside protection, if that's what you're looking for. Iron condors are not really paying that well right now. I mean, Tesla, like I said, Tesla's IV rank at the moment, 52-week, is 39. So it's not paying that well. Looks like Tesla is skyrocketing here to close. Look at that, 690, 694 is about to hit here. Let's see. 693, 693.50. Go. Let's zoom in here. Got the good juju going. Got the likes on the video. We got people subscribing. Appreciate you. 694. Here we go. Just broke 694. Okay, so we broke the pivot. The question is, in the next 5 minutes, how much do we run here? How much do we run here? Because we did do this earlier in the day, but we came back quite quickly after. But this might be the break that we're looking for. Yeah, I hope Cash for Clunkers, we have a similar program up here. Juju's confirmed. Absolutely. Going up. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 694.50. It looks like we don't really have that many buyers stepping in at the moment. And the sellers are kind of thinly spread right now. So it's just volume's low, it looks like. But this is a good close. 694 right on the pivot point. If we close at 694.20, that'd be hilarious because that's exactly what we were saying. Like watching a horse race. Yeah, today it definitely feels like that. Square is going nuts. Holy cow. Up here, Square is going nuts. Pretty much everything is rallying into close. The Nasdaqs are also going up. It's a good bullish close we got going on here. I'm just gonna check if we got any call sweeps coming in on the side, and we do not, so not to worry. Rolled down PSTH to March 19, 2023. Nice, awesome. I hope that plays out. Like, I hope PSTH is our next CCIV that we made a lot of money on. We all know there's one horse in this race. Absolutely. What a week. Let's just stop and recognize the week that we've had for a second. You know, just going from zero to hero. We're back in it. I know. We're not even at 700. You're probably like, what are you talking about? I bought in at 900, Yash. What are you talking about? I'm down $200 a share. But yeah, I mean, considering the week that we got, I'm quite grateful for the week. I mean, for a while there, it looked like we were really, really looking sad, and then had that amazing green day on Tesla. We got, remember, Catalyst. We got Kathy Wood's price target upgrade coming out. We got FSD beta coming out. We should have FSD subscription coming out any second, any week, this month. By the way, a lot of people have forgotten. Did you guys forget when Elon said we're going to start taking Bitcoin as a form of payment for our cars and our subscriptions? That we got that coming out. It's going to be making news. We just got so much stuff going on. We got the stimulus out. We got the Green Act coming. Everything's coming. Someone's trying hard to keep it below 700. Oh, absolutely. But you know what happens here in the next 2 minutes doesn't determine what happens with the options, because these settle for the next hour and a half. I think we got some time. What's my average on Tesla? I don't trade. I don't have shares really. I mean, I have shares, but I don't have shares. I mostly do leaps, so I can't really tell you an average. But my average from this last month of buying and selling shares has been, let me tell you, for the last month, because the last month since we've crashed, I've been buying a lot more shares because I'm just sick of having to manage these leaps. My average is what is this? How do I find the average? I want to say it's like 560, 580 or something. No, probably closer to higher fives, I would say. Super grateful. Yeah, super grateful. And in 2 years, I think as well as you guys do, that Tesla's going to be worth way more than what it is right now. So you hold shares. It is what it is. It looks like we're about to close here in the next 10 seconds. Amazing stream, guys. We rallied up $10 since the stream. Not bad. Mike, welcome. Not a bad week. Could have been way worse. Exactly. I'm in Vancouver. Yeah, so, you know, pretty good. 0 to hero. Had an amazing week. Let's not forget this. I hope the market at least humbled us to an extent where we're still alive. The worst thing that can happen is we want to live to fight another day and live to trade another day. And the market really has shaken a lot of people out, brought a lot of people back in. How many people on Twitter do I have that I see messaging saying, hey, I got into Tesla this week. I got a Tesla on the dip. So, I mean, these dips suck. But at the end of the day, you know, these dips also bring in a lot of new investors. This is an hourly graph on Tesla this week. amazing strength into the end of the week. Super grateful for the week that we had. Next week, things to look out for: quadruple witching on Friday, massive volume probably the entire week. Kathy perhaps coming out with the ARC report. Also, although I think if I had to guess at this point, it's probably going to be Friday after hours. Thanks, Marco, for letting us know that it was a Friday last year, so probably Friday after hours. So I mean, a lot of things to kind of consider. Options are still relatively cheap, I want to say. Like, you know, a 39 IVR on a 52-week basis is not bad. And yeah, I mean, brighter days ahead for sure. If we take a look at the daily graph, you know, we will survive. We will. Remember, nothing fundamentally for the negative has changed since the time that we've sold off 30% from highs. The only thing that might have changed is our account statement in terms of how much money we're sitting on. But again, that goes up, that goes down. Actually, I was talking about this to my dad the other day, who was saying, oh, I've been super heavy into Apple leaps. Apple's been crashing. My account's gone down a lot. And I said, yeah, your account's gone down, so is mine. But are you still holding on to those leaps for 2023? And he's like, yeah. I was like, well, as long as you have the position, I mean, really, like, the value of that position's changed, but at least your position hasn't changed. If your position hasn't changed, your thesis hasn't changed, and you believe in this for the next 2 years, 3 years, I think his leaps expire in 2023 March or something. Like, as long as you believe in everything, these short-term moves are going to happen. And we know that the Fed is printing so much money. And shout out to Emmanuel again. He said a quote that really resonated with me last week on Discord. He said, if you take all of the money supply in the U.S. market, M1, I think, and after this stimulus money is printed and sent out, 40% of all US dollars created, 40% of all US dollars existing in the market, in the economy, would have been created in the last 12 months. That is nuts. That is unprecedented. So all that to say is, unless you take your money, and in my opinion, you stake it to something like equity, maybe like fixed, probably not fixed, like equity, like real estate, like hard assets, that money is just going to wither away in time. So what we're going to see is a movement of people getting these stimulus checks and putting it into stuff like crypto, putting it in stuff like real estate, putting it in stuff like stocks. So, yeah, definitely fact check that, but I did hear it again, and that's crazy. That's insane. Great party as always. Hashtag hit that bit. Appreciate that, Juan. Thanks for watching. Huge Tesla bull on account with blowy away next to nothing. Next million. Thanks, Tesla. That's awesome. That's awesome, Kirby. Yeah, Charlie says he has a friend who bought his first Tesla at the bottom of the dip. Exactly. So it brings in new investors. So much love to everyone. I am going to get away for the next a little bit here on a Friday. Try to enjoy the evening. My girlfriend's got the day off, so we're going to go probably charge the car at this point now and go for a little trip, hopefully. Nothing big, just a day trip. And futures, remember, Sunday. So hopefully next week we rally up. Remember, quadruple witching will bring a lot of volatility and probably a lot of strength into volume, one way or another, into everything. Enjoy the weekend. Stay away from the computer. Don't check. By the way, a reminder: your account value is not going to change on Saturday versus Sunday. You don't need to log in. I know I do that all the time. And keep a high hope for everything. Everything's looking good. Stimulus is out. Everything's going to be good. Another cool party. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Mike. Too many fills, Marco. Awesome. I'll catch you guys in Discord. Have some ice cream. Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Juan. Thanks, Jan. I'll catch you guys in Discord. Link for Patreon is in the description. Much love to everyone. You don't have to financially support this channel. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you guys watching, though. And I'll catch you in the next one. All right, guys. Peace. Much love.